Hello Ratbags, it's your girl Kaya here and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking another look at Goner and Deathground. Two videos me and Jay covered in the past, however they are both quite similar but in very different ways and different situations as well. So I thought I'd do you an update on this one since they are two really good looking projects so far. Give you a little bit of insight on them, what I feel about them, etc. So let's take a look at both of them. But before that, if you'd like to check me out, you can find me on Fire on YouTube. So first of all, we're going to start off with Deathground, a dinosaur survival horror game, a solo and co-op survival horror game that throws the player into a desperate battle for survival against deadly dinosaurs. Now, this is kind of a game that is alike of Dead by Daylight. It has the same kind of mechanics and idea, so you're trying to get through the level by doing puzzles, but you gotta stay away from, the evil AI or, the other player trying to get you. But in this case, it's AI dinosaurs that want to eat and munch your face off. But pretty much, yeah, this one has absolutely smashed its goal. We did cover it in a previous video, but you can see here, they set it up on Kickstarter, smashed it, awesome. So you might see some new stuff in this one as well, which means you probably, because they got a higher amount of money than they were aiming for, get more features in the game than before. This one looked really good when we had a look at it, so it was really exciting to see that this one is doing so well at the moment. So they have their dinosaurs currently, T-Rex, Allo, Velociraptor, Compy. However, I did notice the, the Allo was behind the, if they had enough money to do it, they were going to do it, the stretch goals. So you can see the Allosaurus was set behind the 100k and the 127k, and I think that might hit it, so we might actually get the Allo in the game. So currently at the moment, what they got, so 80k, 100k, they got the solo co-op for 1 to 3 players. They have 3 different character classes, 2 dinosaur types, Raptor and T-Rex, 3 maps, crafting system, peer-to-peer networking, and then of course I think they're really going to hit that goal and get the Allosaurus in there as well, and hopefully I did see a Compy in there too. So I don't know where that is, but we might get that as well. This one seems to be pretty good so far, and hopefully when it's out, they'll keep adding dinosaurs as well into it. Maybe they could do a player mode, such as the people play as the dinosaurs and go after you kind of thing, because I think that would really make the game really good, not just having the AI as well. So they could add something like that, but that's just my thoughts on it. They haven't really added much apart from that. I thought I would update you on that, and now let's go over and talk about Goner, a new FPP survival horror video game featuring dinosaurs as your main threat. Now, if you weren't here last time for the last video, you'll have no idea about this. They did release a new trailer on this one as well, so we're going to have a look at that as well. But pretty much this game is a survival horror game that promotes self-management, exploration, and it has a different style of gameplay. There's a little bit of a narrative to it as well, but pretty much you're stuck on an island, you have to survive against these, and they have some really interesting mechanics, like they will hunt you down, sniff you around, like sniff your tracks, and you gotta hide in caves and hide away from them. They also come in the night, and you can defend yourself with a torch. But pretty much there will be a story mode and a survival mode in this one, and it's pretty much going to be kind of like The Forest and Green Hell in a way. But anyway, upon the launch of their Kickstarter, they actually released another trailer that I'm going to show you guys now, because my personal critique in the last video about this was they didn't really show enough of this game to make me want to pledge towards it. But now they've kind of done this trailer, I've watched it through, I feel like there's enough there, and it looks really damn good. My only little worry about Goner is they haven't really done anything before. You can't really find anything on them before, so they're like starting out kind of thing. But they seem to be doing really well anyway, which is really good. But however, I'm just going to let you watch the trailer first, and then we'll talk about it a bit afterwards. So there it is. There is the trailer on this one of Ghana. You'll notice there's some bits from the previous one. If you watched the previous video again, you'll notice there's some previous clips from the previous trailer. However, it is much more improved and shows you a lot more about the game in that small clippet of the teaser. I do feel like it's missing out on some more of the dinosaur bits though. It's one of its main focuses is about the dinosaurs. At the moment, we've seen the trike, we've seen a raptor, and we've seen the rex. I'd like to see if there's any more kind of dinosaurs they have in there, or if that's just the main three they got working at the moment. Perhaps that's more of a thing for the future. And one thing I did notice as well, with the Rex bit, when it's crunching down, it kind of just sounded like it was crunching on a crispy baguette, not really what it was crunching on. I must admit, that kind of ruined the immersion a little bit for me. Maybe I'm being critical, but it's just... yeah, it didn't really go together very well, but that's fine. That's pretty much all I have to say on the trailer. I also noticed they had a stretch goal now. Currently they've reached about 10k, which is really good. The goal is 22 though, but I saw with the stretch goals, since we didn't have this last time, they got some new ones as well. Of course, those who are on console are excited to see that if they get a lot of it, then they will be putting on console. So if you really like the look at this game, then you know what you need to do. Because that's quite a lot of euros to go past, but it is quite a lot of money to set it up on Xbox and do the checks for PS4, all of that. So they yeah, Ghana's funded 24 games fully fleshed out, etc. can be done. You can see here if they get a little bit higher than that, they can add in a flying reptile edition, Quetzal, which is really cool to see. Like I was saying before, I want to see more kind of dinosaurs. Mosasaur kind of exciting as well, because that means they would have more marine aspects. You didn't really see much but the fish in the game so far in the trailer. So if they're going to add like a ocean kind of biome, I really want to see that. And then mod support as well. Modding this game would be pretty good actually. From what I've seen, usually with a lot of other games you can do a lot with mods, and it's really good to get your community involved. So mod support would definitely be a really good idea if they can reach that. And then they also had ideas of volcano and lava ones, underground systems. Yeah, Ghana console, and then language packs for Japanese, Chinese, Russian, Portuguese. I noticed this one though, this co-op online multiplayer mode. I'm a little bit skeptical of this one, what they mean with that. Can you not do co-op on the original, or can you? It's a little bit of a yikes, because with this kind of game, it is good to have multiplayer, because that's what keeps it living if you can bring in your friends. So seeing this as an actual goal is a little bit yikes for me, I must admit. Like with the forest, you play on your own, yeah, it's fun for a session, but then you're pretty much done and you put it down and you don't pick it up again. What brings it back is being able to play it with people and have a laugh, show them the kind of accelerator in the game, what goes, you know, give them the experience with you and have lots of fun. So not having a co-op under a goal, well, not having a co-op on the original kind of does limit your gameplay on it. I'm very worried they've got that as such a high goal and up there. I would have thought that would be a central thing you'd want in the game, minus, you know, funding's important, but I would have thought it would be something that you probably want lower down the goals than anything. Like, I would say it's more important than adding a Quetzal in. Let's just put it that way. But you know, of course, servers, you could have done it so like you could host it off each other's computer, so you wouldn't have to have your own service for it. Yeah, I don't know with that one. It's a little bit yikes. And then I saw this one really high up with the high up money. They have VR game mode there too. Interesting, that's the thing. Voice acting full English. Really high as well. So that might also limit it a little bit if you're going to have it mainly in Spanish and you're trying to sell it to USA, England, anybody that speaks the English language, one of the most main languages in the world, and you have it that high up. Yeah, I would have thought voice acting in English, again, more important than adding these things in, really, new biomes. Because your audience is going to mostly be, of course, you're going to have people with the Spanish speaking, but you're also going to have a lot of people from different languages, so having language support is really vital. I don't know, I hope they do smash their goal, but I don't know, if they don't reach these extra ones, I'm a little bit worried, because some of these seem like they should be in regardless of the amount paid. Like, again, with the languages and the multiplayer English version as well, with people speaking in English, because again, it's a really big language all over the world that a lot of people talk about, well, recognize, etc. So I don't know, it's a little bit conflicting that I see that these are really high up in money, because you're kind of asking for a lot there for just English language or multiplayer. And of course, I know game development is not easy, but again, it should be more prioritized than, you know, mod support or any of this here. I don't, you know. That's pretty much all I have to talk about in this video. If you'd like to check them out, check the description down below. You can check the two Kickstarters out, so that's Deathground and Goner, two dinosaur games that may rival each other in the future. But anyway, that's enough from me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.